Got this teeth whitener. Okay, well, let me show you the box actually. I got this. I mean, it definitely looks like it's just drop shipped from China, but I will say I have really sensitive teeth when I whiten my teeth. Like the Crest white strips, no. And it'd be one of those things where they're on and it's fine, and then like 30 minutes after I take them off, air hits my teeth and it's like, so I've always been very wary, but these ones are honestly great. I haven't had any sort of, I've been using it for weeks, no, yeah, my teeth look whiter, guys. You can comment they look whiter, it's fine. I'm just kidding. These are the stickiest things I've ever dealt with in my entire life. Sometimes they're hard to get off. Guys, I kind of feel the craziest thing about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives right now. It's not the Taylor thing, not Taylor and Dakota, not the Bachelorette. It's the fact that they haven't filmed the reunion yet. This season that just came out. Like, I know I guess Jesse said on Call Her Daddy that like, they might not do it or something and the filming is pausing for the next season, and they always do the reunion while they're filming the next season, which I actually really freaking hate, but also, it's kind of a good idea at the same time. I will say at this point, I don't want that reunion. Like, I do not care about that reunion. That's why it's hard to do a reality show with like people on the internet. Like, I remember when I would watch the Kardashians, like even like 5 years ago, I'd be like, I don't care about this because I already know what's happening in real life with like, all, you know what I mean? Same with Vanderpump Rules, like the whole scandal thing. Like, what do you mean we found out about it and it was insane? It took over everything for a while. It was even like on the news. And we still had to watch a season before that, like. Let's really think about this. Clearly my current theme of life right now is, should I move to Omaha? Should I not move to Omaha? What should I do? Ooh. So I thought, why don't we sit down together and we can do a pros and cons list, because I have these like in my head, but I've never written them down, and maybe it'll help. I don't really know. For some reason you don't know, I'm from Nebraska. I moved to LA like 10 years ago, and I had never, ever even thought about moving back or like even wanted to until I visited last year. I was like, ooh, okay, I kind of like Omaha, whatever. And then I went home and it was fine. And then when I went last year, I was like so upset to leave. Yes, thank you. Did they really have a can there?
No, I went to John's, I wanted some of that.
Hell yeah, brother. And then I just started looking at houses on Zillow, and I was like, wait. Because not only is Omaha like a great city, I really like it, but they have such cute little character homes that are just old. Which is funny because when I bought this place, I was very into like the modern, bougie looking, like everything white, and like now I'm like, I don't like that at all. I need a touch of character, you know what I mean? Let's start with the pros of moving to the Midwest from California. I'm just kidding. Having a bunch of family around. Less stressful doing things, going places. It's actually funny because like when I lived in Omaha, my friends and I would always go to this bar called Krug Park, and it would get so crowded, like bumper to bumper traffic inside there, that I would be like, I'm never going there again. And of course I moved to a place that everywhere is like that. But so things can get a little crowded there, but I mean, I'm not really going out, you know what I mean? Okay, so pros, having a bunch of family around, stressful doing everything. My home would be a lot cheaper. Like I would have such a small loan compared to what I have now. So I don't know if my mortgage would be any cheaper, which is fine. a lot of houses I'm looking at are like kind of the same. I bought this place for, I'll be honest, $715K. And houses in Omaha that are like $200 to $300K is about the same mortgage because of interest rates. I got my place when it was like 2%, now it's like 5 or 6. This is kind of a pro and a con, but the seasons, obviously California, I will never live in a place that has better weather, I don't think. However, I miss seasons. Like I really miss seasons a little bit. Whenever I feel humidity or a tinge of fall, I'm like, yes. I don't know, weather is a pro and a con, because when you're here, it's like, oh. I guess in the cons I can write tornadoes. It's actually insane to me to think of buying a home and being afraid a tornado is gonna take it out. Like, oh, and thunderstorms. Obsessed with thunderstorms. I love them so much. We never get them here. If it does storm here, I'm like flying through the clouds, okay? More land / a yard. I would love a yard. I guess this ties into having family around, but like, if I need someone to help me move something, or like, I don't know, my toilet gets clogged. My brother's a literal plumber. I was like, hey, can you come fix this? I guess I'll just write people to help. I could have sleepovers with my cousin's kids. Although I do think if 9 to 12-year-olds were staying at my house, I would not know who the adult in the room is. I think they'd have to kind of tell me what to do, but that's okay. They do that when I'm driving them anyway. I'm like, do I merge? And they're like, yes. Bunch of family around, less stressful doing everything, cheaper loan, Seasons, thunderstorms, more land/yard, people to help, cousins. Christmas would be super easy. Just go to my cousin's. She has a giant ass house and just has Christmas there. So we'd be inviting ourselves over there for Christmas. And the house I'm talking about is the house I always stay at. So if you watch my vlogs, that's where everyone goes. I guess that includes any holiday. Slower life pace, obviously. All right, we've got a good list of pros. Let's start with some cons. Cons, I'm just gonna start with tornadoes because honestly, that's like kind of a big deal. Also, moving the cats. Like, I don't even like to take the cats to the vet because of how traumatized they act when they're in the car. I genuinely cannot imagine either flying, which I feel like that is literally off the table. Like, I'm not gonna I don't know. I don't want someone to take my cats and like put them somewhere in like a dark, I don't know. How does it work? Can you fly with them in a little crate? I feel like they'd just be like, wow, the whole time. But the other thought is if we did move to the Midwest, we would probably drive because we'd want our cars, you know what I mean? So that would entail the cats being in the car for, I don't know, like 2-3 days and then staying in hotels. And I don't know, cats are just so freaking annoying with new places. Like, it's so funny compared to dogs. Dogs are normally just so excited. They'll jump in the car, they'll go to a new place, they'll smell excited, they'll wag their tails, and cats are just like, I can't move for 2 days. Like, where am I? I do fear that would traumatize the cats, although I think they would get over it. I mean, people do it all the time, right? Honestly, not being in California is a con. Like, it just is. If I'm being completely honest, about 30% of me is a little sick to my stomach about actually moving. I don't know if it's just like a scary thing, so I'm nervous, or if it's like, do not do this, because what do you mean you're moving back to Omaha? What? Do that when you're like 40. Cons, weed is not legal. That's a big con for me. I'm losing rights. And I guess when I say not being in California, I mean like the atmosphere itself is just bizarre. It's good and it's bad. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I love being here in that sense. You'll be driving down the street and then you'll see the weirdest person you've ever seen, and then you'll see like Jay Leno. Like, it's, I guess I could write down like being away from like, I don't want to say like the industry, but like most social media people either live here or like New York or Austin. And I know you can be anywhere, like I can do this anywhere. If I got a brand deal to collab with like a company that's only in California, it's like I could just come here then. Like, I don't know. I think I'm thinking too much about that. But being away from like judge of it all is a little saddening. Not that I use the judge of it all ever. So that's another reason I'm kind of like, okay, well, if I was really exploring LA all the time, going to museums, checking out new restaurants, going to bars, I would probably be like, why the hell would I ever move back to the Midwest? But I don't really do any of that, and I don't really have an inkling to do any of that. I'm such a homebody. It's like, okay, cons so far: tornadoes, cats moving, not being in California, weed is not legal. People feel older to me in Omaha. Like, people my age feel so much older because, I don't know if it's because of the Midwest or just because of the lifestyle and the pacing. It just feels like after high school, people went to college and then people started getting married and having kids, and I was still like on Vine. And then I moved to LA and I'm still here just like, woo! I think I have like one friend in Omaha now, like everyone's moved, so maybe that's a con, although I kind of just have one friend right now anyway. Just kidding. I'm not hanging out with people all the time, so it's not like it to be that different. I would literally miss my Pilates studio. My cousin does Pilates in Omaha, and she said that there's not a ton of options, like places to go, which is kind of surprising to me. Regret? Question mark? Like, I don't know. I feel like my pros and cons list are like literally, okay, pros: having a bunch of family around, less stressful doing everything, cheaper loan on a house, seasons and thunderstorms, more land/a-yard, people to help, cousin can sleep over, Christmas at my cousin's or any holiday, slower life pace. And then cons: tornadoes, cats moving, not being in California, weed is not legal, one friend, Pilates studios, regret? Question mark? Oh, and this isn't really a pro or con, but like, I need a neighborhood I can walk in. I just love walking in my neighborhood, and I just don't want to live somewhere where there's no like neighborhood to walk, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I feel like I definitely have more, and I'll probably think of more. It doesn't feel very obvious though. I mean, these are pretty intense pros and cons. I think the scariest thing is like, would I regret it? And I don't know how to navigate that because it's such a big life decision. And like, moving here wasn't for some reason. Like, moving here was just like, oh, I'm still young and like I'm moving into an apartment and like worst comes to worst, like I'll move back home. Now it's like, oh, I'm a full-blown adult, I own a home, and maybe I'll move back to the Midwest and start a life there as an adult, and you know, I don't know. I don't know. If this was your list, what would you choose? I don't know. Okay, also, did Taylor Swift just put out a music video that was just like footage of Elizabeth Taylor? Like, it's not even her. I saw one tweet, I haven't watched the video, but we're going to Pilates, but first we're going to Emma's because she needs her piercing pillow because I borrowed it like a year ago. She got pierced, so I need to give it to her. And also, reminded me, I can finally change this out, I think. If you guys remember, I think this is my conch pierced, I don't know, 6 months ago or something, and I like have not liked the actual jewelry. I mean, it's like fine. Would like to change it out. So maybe we can do that soon. But she isn't home, so I'm just gonna drop it off. And I was like, you need to put a bag out there or something because this pillow will not be sanitary if I just set it on the ground. Okay, auto brake. Stop it. Oh my god, this auto brake is actually so annoying. Like, I always feel like I'm hitting someone, but it's just the motherfucking auto brake. All right, y'all, we gotta make this quick. Hopefully her elevator doesn't take 9 million years. All right, let's go. Also gonna rain, which I'm kind of excited for, not gonna lie. She has texted me her entry code like 30 times, and I never remember it. Oh, hell yeah. POV, you're the piercing pillow. Okay, now we go to Pilates. I'm not gonna lie, I had it yesterday and I'm sore, which is always good because I do Pilates so often that I feel like I never really get sore. And not to be like, I'm strong, like, I don't know, I think my body's just like used to it or something. But when I am sore, I'm like, hell yeah. So I have the instructor that's kind of hard today. And I will say the class yesterday, I did kind of feel like I thought it was advanced. Like halfway through I was like, wait, is this the advanced class? No, it was normal. It was just really freaking hard. Look at this house. It's like kind of too insane for me. Like, are we for real? I mean, this street is hella cute, but this house is just, it's kind of ugly. I don't know how to explain it. I also just realized I don't think I've had a sip of alcohol. I don't know. Months. I'm too scared to drink nowadays. The hangover sucks. I puke no matter what, it seems like. It's just not fair. Yeah, I can't feel my butt. My butt and leg muscles are just shot, let me tell ya. It is getting cooler, it's gonna rain. I'm so excited. I will say my Pilates class, place I go is on a major road, like a major street in Los Angeles. And it's on a street with like a million other businesses, like food and clothing and Pilates and blah, blah, blah. There was a family for, I'm not even kidding you, like 30 minutes that were outside of our Pilates studio. And their kids were just yelling the whole time. And I'm not trying to be dramatic or like, you know, Tana Mojo it, but like, it was crazy. I literally wanted to open the door and be like, can you guys move down like one store? Just like one. I'm gonna go and edit this video. So I love you guys. I will see you next time I post. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, please. And I don't know. I will see you next time. Bye.